What if the thing your dog craves the most is something you've never even done? Most owners think love means treats, walks, and belly rubs, but the truth is, only about 2% actually do the things that leave a real emotional imprint on their dog. Today, we're revealing 10 powerful bonding techniques, including one at the very end that taps into your dog's nervous system in a way they never forget. Let's begin. 1. Let them sniff. It's how they process the world. Most owners think a walk is about exercise, but for your dog, it's about information. Every sniff, every stop, every blade of grass is like checking their social feed, reading the news, and scanning their environment for safety all at once. Here's the part no one tells you. When you constantly tug the leash, rush them along, or say, "come on," every time they pause, you're not just being impatient, you're interrupting their brain. Sniffing isn't optional for dogs. It's how they decompress, how they self-regulate, and how they emotionally map the world around them. Letting them stop and sniff for even a few extra seconds tells them, "I see you, I understand how you experience life," and that's a form of love they actually feel. 2. Let them forage. It changes their brain. Think feeding time is just feeding time. Most dog owners scoop kibble into a bowl, put it down, and that's it. But in nature, dogs don't eat like that. They sniff, search, work, and earn every bite. And that process is half the reward. When you skip it, you rob their brain of something essential. Mental fulfillment. That's why so many dogs seem anxious, restless, or bored, even when they've had food and exercise. Their brain was fed, but not used. Here's the fix. Start using puzzle feeders, snuffle mats, or even just scatter their kibble across a safe space and let them sniff it out. You're not just feeding them, you're activating them. And get this, some behaviorists say switching to foraging-style meals reduces anxiety, aggression, and destructive behavior faster than training does. Let them earn their food, and they'll trust you more for it. And hey, before we move to the next one, make sure to hit like and subscribe so we can get this video to more people who love their dogs as much as you do. 3. Let them lean on you without pushing away. Ever had your dog lean their full weight against your leg or rest their head on your chest? Most people think it's just a cute habit, or worse, that their dog is being lazy or clingy. But in the canine world, leaning is trust. When your dog leans into you, they're doing something incredibly vulnerable. They're putting their body and their safety in your hands. So when you brush them off, shift away, or don't acknowledge it, they don't just move, they learn. Instead, here's what to do. When your dog leans, lean back just a little. Stay still. Let them rest. Even a quiet hand on their side says, "I've got you too." It's one of the clearest emotional messages they send, and one of the easiest to miss. 4. Use a morning ritual that grounds them. What's the very first thing your dog hears or feels when you wake up? Most owners don't realize it, but that moment sets the emotional tone for their entire day. A quiet greeting, a familiar scratch behind the ears, the creak of the floorboards as you walk to the kitchen. To your dog, these aren't just habits, they're rituals of safety. Dogs crave consistency. It tells them, the pack is okay, the world is in order, and they're not alone. Here's what to do. Choose one small ritual, a word, a touch, a glance, and do it every morning. It becomes an anchor in their mind, something they can count on, even if everything else changes. Because to a dog, it's not just how the day starts, it's how you show up in it. 5. Give them a safe spot that's just theirs. Does your dog have a space where no one bothers them? Not even you? Most dogs don't, and that's a problem. In a busy household, dogs are expected to be on all the time, around kids, guests, noise, stimulation. But even the most social dogs need a break, and when they don't get one, that stress builds up silently. A crate isn't enough, not if it's used for punishment or locked away in a corner. What they need is a true safe zone, a quiet bed in the corner of the living room, a covered den where no one touches them. A place that says, "This is yours," no questions asked. When a dog knows they can retreat on their own terms and no one will invade that space, their anxiety drops, their trust rises, and they feel more secure around everything else in life. Because just like you, sometimes they don't need attention, they just need permission to be. 6. Let them choose where they sleep. Ever notice how your dog keeps changing their favorite sleeping spot? One week it's the couch, next week it's under the table, then it's suddenly the cool floor by the front door. That's not random, it's emotional. Dogs choose their sleep spots based on how they feel, physically and emotionally. Comfort, temperature, noise levels, even their mood, all of it plays a role. So when you insist they sleep in their bed, just because it's expensive or cute, you're not giving them what they need. You're giving them what you picked. Here's what to do. Give them multiple options. A soft bed in one room, a cool surface in another, a quiet corner near you. Let them rotate. Let them decide. Because when a dog chooses where to rest, they're not just choosing comfort, they're choosing how to feel. And don't worry, that powerful little technique we teased at the beginning, we're getting close. 7. Match their energy, don't disrupt it. Do you know when your dog wants connection and when they just want peace? Most people don't, and that's where the emotional disconnect starts. Maybe your dog just flopped onto the floor, finally settling after a long, overstimulating day. And what do? We go over, we pet, we talk in a high voice. We interrupt the very moment they were trying to feel safe. Here's what most owners miss. Dogs signal when they're winding down. Slower movement, deep sighs, eyes drifting. If you step in too soon, you break the calm. But if you match that energy, if you mirror their stillness, you earn something far more valuable than excitement. You earn peaceful trust. So next time your dog settles down, try just sitting near them. Don't speak, don't pet, just be. Because sometimes the strongest bond is the quiet one. 8. Talk to them at eye level. What if your dog could feel love just by the way you look at them? Turns out they can. Studies show that when you make soft, relaxed eye contact with your dog, especially from their level, both of your brains release oxytocin. That's the same hormone that bonds human babies to their parents. But most owners only make eye contact to give commands, corrections, or to take pictures. To your dog, that means eye contact is often loaded with tension, not affection. Here's what to do. Sit down, get low, gently say their name, then just look at them with soft eyes. No commands, no expectations. If they look back, blink slowly. You'll see their whole body soften. It tells them without words, I see you, you're safe, we're okay. And they'll feel it in a way you didn't know was possible. 9. Respect their bathroom space. Would you want someone hovering over you every time you went to the bathroom? Because that's exactly what most dogs deal with, especially in public. We hold the leash tight. We talk to them while they're trying to focus. Sometimes we even rush them because we're in a hurry. But to your dog, going to the bathroom isn't just routine. It's a vulnerable moment. In the wild, that's when a dog is most exposed. So when you crowd them, yank the leash, or stand directly over them, you create subtle stress, and they might not even finish properly. Here's what to do instead. Give them a little distance. Loosen the leash. Look away. Let them sniff, circle, and settle into the moment. It sounds small, but this kind of respect builds trust. It tells them, even when you're at your most vulnerable, I've got your back. 10. Massage this spot. It triggers deep emotional release. This is the one almost no one does. And yet, it taps into something deep inside your dog's nervous system. Right at the base of their ears, where the skull meets the jaw, is a cluster of nerves connected to the vagus nerve. This nerve controls your dog's heart rate, breathing, digestion, and emotional state. When you gently massage this area with slow, circular movements, something incredible happens. Your dog begins to relax, their breathing slows, their eyes soften. Some even fall asleep in your hands. It's not just physical, it's emotional recalibration, like being transported back to the safety of the pack or their mother's grooming as a pup. Here's how to do it. Use your thumb or fingers to apply gentle pressure in small, slow circles just behind the ear, down toward the jaw. Do it during quiet moments, not playtime. Watch their face. If they melt into your hand, you've just unlocked something primal.